Hello Leo, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, looking at what you are dealing with in 2024, your current energy moving into the new year, and what you need to know and expect in 2026. Friendly reminder that these are general readings, so they are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So do please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation, and to leave what does not. Last thing is that any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading or coaching session with me is in the description box below. All right, Leo, we're going to jump on in. We're going to start with overall energy, the oracle cards first. So we're going to look at your energy in 2024, your current energy moving into the new year, and what you need to know and expect in 2026. The goal is to set you up with guidance and clarity to help you with what you need to know to move forward in alignment with your higher self. I do also want to mention that I am dealing with a cold, so I am a little bit sniffly right now. So please excuse that. All right. Let's dive into this, Leo. Let's look at this past energy, this 2024 energy. What have you guys been dealing with? Communication is key. Coming out of your shell. That's kind of what I feel this 2025 energy was about. Almost like expanding on things, but it required a lot of vulnerability, maybe putting your work out there or stepping into, bigger roles, more like roles with more responsibility or something like that. You have conclusions are within reach and a time to give rather than take. I feel like you haven't seen the payoff of this yet, because I do feel like this is really, going after it. Like, I don't know what that entails, what that means, but that's what I'm feeling. Coming out of your shell, expansion, going after something, but not yet seeing the results of it. I think that this has been a year of really having to tap into a lot of courage. Current energy here for you, Leo. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I think the tough cycle is not feeling a payoff, not feeling like anything has changed, and then it's time to take action. Okay, what is this? This is like a major shift. Work through your fears. Leo, you're still dealing with fears around, I don't know if it's like rejection or failure or not being good enough. And these might not be fears that live up here, right? These might be fears that live a little bit deeper. But these fears are causing you to, there's still this energy of holding back a little bit. I don't know if it's holding back truth or holding back full vulnerability. And I think that maybe that's a lot of what this year was about, though, was working through those fears. Fears of not being enough, fears of not, of potential failure. I don't know. But I think that that was necessary. Like, working through these fears is necessary. But they're still there, in a way. What is Leo needing to know moving forward? Prosperity lies ahead. I was going to say a really successful energy. That's what this feels like. Prosperity lies ahead. Success. A win-win outcome is forecast. Again, a new start is coming. Like, this energy is so positive. And I think you've had to work through a lot to be able to really open yourself up to this, to receiving this here. I love this. I love this reading for you guys. You've been working through a lot. You've been making a lot of progress. You're not where you want to be yet, but I think that 2026 is a big year for you guys, for Leos here, or at least this collective of Leos. Overall theme of this reading for Leo. Veiled you maybe don't see these opportunities or how things are going to work out. Maybe these things are still hidden, almost as if you're not able to fully. You know what this also is, though, too? This is a twofold message. There are things that you're not able to fully see. I feel like there's so much kind of being worked behind the scenes here. But I also feel like 2025 was really a year of taking off the mask. There's a lot about authenticity. Stepping into your truth, or, doing things despite what other people think, or I don't know, maybe even if you've never really worried about what other people think, still just like really this energy of putting yourself out there, being vulnerable. No more hiding. What else here for Leo? Overall theme of this. Ooh, 2. Air. Things still feel up in the air right now. Spiritual cleansing. Okay. You're still working through a lot of that fear. So you got to trust the process here. Manifestation makes it look like it happens overnight. But the more that we show up believing that things are working out, even if we're not 100% sure if they are, which I think that you've had to do. It's like there's a lot of faith, maybe like banking on yourself going on in this energy. Every time we face an obstacle or a challenge or a setback or a moment where it feels like things aren't working out, we are being faced in real time with our fear, our limiting beliefs, our blockages. The universe doesn't put things in your path to test you. The universe reflects back at you the energy that you carry, the beliefs, the self-doubt, the insecurities, the fears, and every obstacle and challenge and blockage and moment where it feels like you're failing or like things aren't working out. That gives you an opportunity to show up in faith, in new beliefs. This is my insecurity coming to life, but I'm going to I'm going to show up in confidence, even if I don't feel confident. I'm going to show up in faith, even if I'm doubting. That's been a lot of what this energy is about, and it's going to take you to big, successful places. Let's look at this a little bit more, Leo. I like this. I keep hearing 2026 is a big year, too. What does Leo need to know about this past energy? What has Leo been dealing with in 2025? Also, my stomach is growling, too. I'm just a mess today, Leo. All right. There's a lot of forward movement, a lot of progress that I feel was made in 2025. Specifically progress within, with the Hermit, a lot of shifting beliefs, a lot of dealing with like a lot of those battles that happen behind the scenes, right? Where it's like you don't see the outer progress or you don't see the outer results, but a lot of things kind of happening behind the scenes. I feel like you've put a lot of work in. I feel like you've really showed up through this year. Still feeling undervalued, though. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Things are changing for you. Things are definitely shifting here. And I think you'll see that as you move forward into 2026. Now, again, it's not like the clock is going to strike midnight and all of a sudden everything you've ever wanted is going to fall into place, right? It's a journey. It's a shifting of energies. It's going to take time, and it's going to happen on a different timeline for everyone. But it's happening for you in really big ways, and it's because of the work that I feel you really have been putting in. What does Leo need to know right now? Because I think 2025 was showing up despite not seeing progress, feeling like no matter how hard you tried, it wasn't enough. It is enough. It's just taking time. Justice, things are starting to come into balance for you here. Some sort of a karmic balance too, which, kind of makes sense, because look at this, a win-win outcome is forecast. It's this scale, the same scale in this Justice card. Yeah, obviously this is Libra energy. But I also feel like the imagery in this is really representing things for you too. Like you worked through a lot of maybe karmic cycles, beliefs of unworthiness and undeservingness that you were, that you inherited from a really young age. And that's the thing, right? That's what karma is. Karma isn't a punishment. It's cycles that essentially we were kind of built to experience, right? We're born and all that we know is that we exist from that point forward. everything that we believe about ourselves and the world around us is up to the interpretation of our experiences. We learn how lovable we are, how capable we are, how worthy and deserving we are, how much the universe is supporting us or not supporting us. And these beliefs become the blueprint for our life. And breaking out of these karmic cycles is very much like I said, we experience the fear, doubt, insecurity in real life, and we choose to show up as if things are working out for our highest good, even if we don't see how yet. That's manifestation. That's the law of attraction. That's what a lot of people miss. They think manifestation is crossing your fingers, wishing really hard, and everything just magically happens. No, it's intentional. It's conscious alignment of thoughts, beliefs, and actions with what you want to create. And Leo, you're doing the damn thing. And I love it. I love to see it for you guys. All right, what else here? The Emperor, I love this. You're really in charge right now. Like, that's what I'm kind of getting. You're very like your energy is very powerful. It's very like, I got a grip on things. Like, I know where I'm headed. I know what I want. I like it. It's very decisive. It's very determined. That's, yes. I don't think much can stand in your way right now, Leo. And I kind of think that anything that tries to stand in your way, you're gonna find your way around. So I like this energy. It's very you is what it is. And I know that the Emperor is an Aries card, like that isn't necessarily Leo energy, but I think that this is really the embodiment of Leo. You know, confidence and courage doesn't mean you don't experience fear. It doesn't mean you don't experience doubt. It doesn't mean that you don't question yourself or question things. What it means is that you show up anyway. You show up in the energy of believing that it's happening for you anyway. All right, what else for Leo right now? Look at that. The wheel is turning in your favor. Wheel of Fortune. Leo, this is exciting. 2026 is going to be a big year for you guys here. So let's see. Big, successful year. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm gathering. What does Leo need to know moving forward into 2026? The Fool. Brand new beginning. Prosperous, abundant, successful. Like, these are all words that are coming to mind. And I think this has been a long time coming for you guys. Oh, you've set yourself free here. You've set yourself free from a lot. This is like maybe working through addictions, working through toxic and unhealthy patterns and habits. This is like really doing the work, Leo. The collective I'm speaking to has been really doing the work. And not just the outer work, the inner work. I mean, the Hermit here. And man, yeah, I mean, it's going to pay off big time. Four of Wands, hold your vision. Hold your vision here. I think that it doesn't mean there's not going to be obstacles and challenges, but I think you need to know it's working out. Even if it doesn't feel like it's working out, even if it feels like it's not happening, it's happening. Big things are happening for you, and you don't need to know what that means or what it looks like. You just got to keep showing up. You got to keep doing that work. You got to keep, and I don't think that I'm speaking to a collective who even thought for a second that they wouldn't keep showing up, but this is big. This is exciting. You guys really deserve this, and I think that you don't deserve this because you've been through so much. I want to make that very clear, okay? You deserve this because inherently you're worthy and deserving. But you have been through a lot, and you've overcome a lot. And, you know, it's time that things kind of start to pay off for you in a sense. And I think that that's a lot of what 2026 is. You know, this year, 2025, it's a 9-year in numerology, which is all about endings. It's endings of cycles, it's endings of phases, it's endings of patterns and habits and things that aren't serving you. And I think that, you know, what we don't realize is that after every ending, even though it's hard, the work is hard, comes a new beginning. And for you in this energy, very abundant, very exciting, very, again, the word that comes to mind is big. It's a big year. So you guys have a lot to be excited about. You know, if you're doing the work, you can absolutely expect that to pay off. I'm going to hop on over to the extended. We're going to dive deeper into this, looking at what you need to do right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self. So diving into that tangible advice. And then I've got an advice card to pull for you guys at the very end of the reading. Thank you so much for trusting me as a reader and through bearing with me through this cold. Obviously, I hope this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today, Leo. And as always, I'm wishing you nothing but love and healing and all of the wonderful things you deserve and desire on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Leo.